Welcome to Stage Door Athletic, the next Clubhouse chat. Now, it's a little bit of a virtual Clubhouse chat this week because Rob isn't in the Clubhouse. Me and James are here. We've got our Tizers and Iron Brews and everything. But Robert, where are you, Rob?
Hey guys, just coming to you live from the Netherlands. I know we've got a sister club out here, so I just thought it'd be great to come out and meet the guys. And
have you been talking to Steve McLaren, putting that accent on?
Oh, do you remember when he did that? That was so funny, wasn't it?
FC20, and that was ridiculous. So why are you at our sister club? Are you on loan in Amsterdam?
Yeah, just coming out here to do a couple of weeks long.
You're carrying on. Okay, cool.
Maybe stop that. Obviously, it's Amsterdam Pride this weekend, so I've come out with a bunch of mates. We're going on a boat later this afternoon. James waving his Pride flag. Good Brighton lad. Same weekend as Brighton Pride, actually. James, you'll be heading out there this afternoon, won't you?
Oh, God, yeah.
It's going to be mad.
Oh, mate, all the coppers are coming. Did you hear the coppers are after you then? Did you hear that?
That's James's escort because he's got to get right to the front. He's the, like on a ship they have like a bust.
Yes.
I don't know what they call them on a ship.
I don't know what they call
slightly different. But James is that this year, which is a nice thing as an
Fantastic,
ally.
James. It's you and Ken, isn't it? Ken's painting you up, isn't it?
He is, yeah. All the face paint.
Good lad. He's just winked at us, James. That's a worrying sign.
It's body paint.
So as we're here in, so we're a little bit.
But you're in the clubhouse watching West Brom today. You've got in front of the big screen.
Yeah, it's today. We've got Blackburn away. It is packed in here. Who knew that little old West Bromwich Albion would pull such a... It's not
so
packed.
Many
it's me, James.
Fans.
So many Blackburn fans, yeah. It's not packed. Me and James are sitting here. Ken's cleaning the mugs and cups at the back, but we're watching the Blackburn game, and it was quite interesting to talk about, actually, a pre-season preview of our football teams. We thought it was a good idea. Yeah. So with Blackburn playing West Bromwich Albion today, we thought we'd have a little chat about West Brom's hopes and dreams this season.
We should. And, you're bringing special insight as actually on the payroll member of the West Bromwich Albion.
Yeah. As soon as this goes out, after all the things I say, I'll probably get fired. But apart from that, that's fine.
So just to tell us, what's the general vibe in the club at the minute? How's the feeling about the upcoming season?
It's a little low. I'm not gonna lie about it. I think the fan base is certainly low. We have ran out of money, I guess. No, it's sort of because obviously being a football team that's been in the Premier League for quite some time, this is the first year that we are not getting any parachute payments from the Premier League for being in the Premier
League. Yeah, that's key.
So we're cash strapped, which is poor. So we're selling to buy players, and we've got a very disillusioned, distant owner who wants out. And is in current talks, apparently, to sell the club.
Really?
Whether or not that actually happens, we don't know. But, it's pre-season. It's always a bit tense. So many dreams and goals for the season. Are they going to be coming to fruition, or is it going to be poor? But I don't know. Around the training ground, it's okay. We've signed a couple of players the past couple of days. Jeremy Sarmiento, which is from your neck of the woods, James. We got him from Brighton on loan. Venezuelan international. He's a good player, apparently. I've been watching him in training, actually.
Yeah.
He's been very sharp. And we've just signed Josh Madger from Bordeaux. Well, he was a free agent, but he just left Bordeaux. So there's a little bit of hope, I guess. But I don't know.
That's interesting you said, because I'm shocked to hear what you just said, to be honest, because your tone, I would say, sounds quite cautious, quite negative. Often, fans will start a season full of hope, over-ambitious, but you're sounding, I would say, over-cautious. Maybe not over, maybe you're going to be proved right, but that's worrying.
I think this is more about my personal take on looking at sporting, especially with West Brom.
Yeah.
I'm always pessimistic. I'm not an optimist. Every game we go into, it's, we're backs to the wall and all that kind of stuff. I think it's because we've been such an underdog for so long. I mean, those 7-8 years we had in the Prem, it was only about 2 years when I was like, actually, we're all right here. We can really kick on here. And we finished like 7th under Steve Clarke that season.
Yeah.
And then Di Matteo had a good go at it and all that kind of stuff. And, we're signing Nasser Chadley, Nicholas Anelka, Darren Fletcher, Johnny Evans, good, big, Premier League footballers.
Yeah.
But I was this sense of pessimism is ingrained in me, unfortunately, because it all goes to shit at the Albion, really, if I'm honest.
And so what I'm sensing is that you feel very much like a Championship club at the minute, not a Premier League club.
100%.
On hard times.
100%.
Which is quite an interesting sort of collective psychology, isn't it, really, that?
Well, if we go into the nuts and bolts of it, if you look at that football team now in the squad, I don't know if any of them are going to listen to this. I'm not best friends with them, but I have told a couple of them about this podcast.
Yeah.
And they feigned interest.
Yeah.
So that was nice of them.
They won't be listening. Go for it.
Go for it. It's a poor squad. It's a poor squad this season. Yeah. It's a few journeyman players that have really not players like Grady Diangana hasn't hit the heights that we thought he'd get. You're asking Brandon Thomas Asante to hold the line. We signed him for 200 grand last season from Salford. He's a very, very good footballer. It's too much on a young lad's shoulder. You've got Eric Peters at the back, Kyle Bartley, Semi Ajayi. They're just not good enough to mount playoff push. So
what I would say is when
honest,
you're pinning your hopes on a lad you've signed from Salford, it's probably not the best sign, is it?
I won't have too many bad words said about Brandon because he is a very good footballer. What are you giggling for? He's a very good footballer, but it's a bit too much for him. I mean, hopefully this Josh Maja will come in and score a few goals. He's quite prolific past couple of seasons, but again, it's too much. I mean, Daryl Dike, who signed from Barnsley, very good footballer, but incredibly injury prone. He almost looks sort of like too big to be a footballer. Yeah. He's like 22 years old. He's American. And I remember sitting in the stands when he came out and played, and a mate of mine said, he just looks like he's built wrong to be a footballer. It's like he's conditioned his body too well to be a footballer. It's like he's incredibly quick, but like he's so taut that everything just snaps. And he just keeps constantly breaking. It's a nightmare. Me and a friend were at QPR away, actually, when he came back from his first injury, and he pulled up in like 20 seconds, and it was just heartbreaking. But it's pretty bad. But I don't know, man. The saving grace at West Brom at the moment is, in my humble opinion, we have, I think, the best manager in the league, and I'll go on record and saying that.
Wow.
I think Carlos Corberán is the best championship manager out there.
So what happened last season then? Because you could argue that there was a bit of an underperformance by the end. It sort of tailed off, didn't it? Was that part of the Leeds chat, or people coming in, or what happened there?
Well, Steve Bruce obviously started the season last year. Didn't go to plan. We were relegation form. We were 17th, 18th. We hadn't won a game in like 10, 12 games. Corberán came in with the same squad. He made a couple of signings, I think, just into January, but he joined just after January, so he hadn't signed many players. It wasn't his squad, and then went on a run of winning 12 games on the bounce. 12 football matches, wins on the bounce. I mean, you can't say that that's not title-winning form. So we went from, relegation possibility to... I mean, at one point we were third, second, pushing automatics. Then we started to tail off. But the squad just isn't big enough. It's not big enough to maintain that over and over a period of time. I mean, to get us to even to have a playoff push was unbelievable, really. I still think he's the best manager in the league, quite easily. And we will get on to talk about Leeds. And, his head was probably turned, I'm sure, at some point. But, the bigwigs at the Albion said, please don't go anywhere. Here's a nice, friendly new contract. Sign it and we'll see what happens, because they're fully aware that he's the best asset the club has at the moment by a country mile, and we're signing players because of that, not because of anything else. I'm looking anywhere between 7th and 12th this season for us.
Okay, I was about to ask you that. So 7th and 12th, let's just, according to Odds Checker, where they've got you as 2, 4, 6, 7th favourite for promotion. That's interesting, because 6 teams in the playoff, so they're having you just missing out. So I think that's fair.
That's right. I think that's right. You also look at the teams that have come down. I mean, Leicester are a very good football side. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know. It's the first year in my life, Rob, I haven't even contemplated getting a season ticket at the Albion. Wow, I haven't even thought about it. I don't know if that's because I work there. Do you know what? Actually, I was saying this at work yesterday.
You're going to get some freebies, aren't you?
I might get some freebies. But I was more thinking, like, as being an actor, how some people sometimes go, what's it like? What's the West End like? What's TV sets like? And sometimes, especially if it's a long-running gig, you kind of like, it's not that we're don't love it, but it's like, well, it's just a bit of work. It's that kind of like, it's normalised for us.
Yeah, it's
and
been
it's not as
demystified.
glitzy. It's been demystified. It's not as glamorous as people think. And I feel like it's a bit of the same working at the Albion. I mean, I'm at the training ground, every other day at the moment, looking after academy matches and stuff. And, you meet the players and you're like, hey, and they're like just people. I mean, they're lovely people.
Yes, of
Every
course.
footballer I've met there is very, very lovely.
So
but they're
has
just
your
sort of
love
people.
for the
So it's
Albion
kind
been supplemented or diminished by this experience? Oh, he's hesitating, isn't he?
diminished is a bit too harsh. I just see it with different goggles on now. And it hasn't ruined it. Don't get me wrong. I still.
It sounds like an error. What I'm hearing is you made a mistake there, and it's never going to be quite the same.
Have you seen the free kit that I get in my interview? I blagged the interview, by the way. If my boss is listening to this, you got hook, line, and sinkered, my friend. Yeah, I'm joking. I was like, in the interview, I was like, have you got any questions that you'd like to ask me or anything? And I was like, yeah, do we get any free kit? Do I get a costume? And he was like, yeah, of course you can. Honestly, the kit's so nice. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's really nice this
We've
year.
definitely got a Stage Door Athletics special on kits coming up.
That's coming up.
That's been discussed offline a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so predictions for the season, you're saying what? 7th? Just heartbreakingly missing out on a playoff spot?
I think we'll be 5th or 6th for about a month after Christmas, and then we'll fade to about 10th, and we'll bring it back to about 8th, 7th. But we'll miss out on the playoffs next year.
Right.
I don't. Even with some amazing signings this summer, which we can't afford because we don't have any money, I don't think we'll hit the heights that we have done. And it's sad, man. I was talking to people at work today, actually. I was talking to the away team. The under-18s played a friendly against Sheffield today, Sheffield United. And when I greet the away teams, they're always very nice. And they go, what's the atmosphere like? And it's sort of, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. We're all good. And their kit man, actually, it's always their kit man that chats. It's mad. He was like, it's very sad seeing football teams like this not in the top flight. Because he was of an age as well. So Albion in the 80s, 70s, were, one of the big boys. And it is sad seeing a football club that is the size that it is, the fan base that it has, the community aspects that it has. It's a family club.
I mean,
it's a proper,
I get that.
it's a proper football club,
but,
not doing very
the
well.
The amount of times and the amount of clubs that you could describe as they really are a
100%.
Premier League team, they should be in the Premier League.
100%.
I mean, then the Premier League needs to be 45 teams long to actually
I would
make
disagree
that
with
happen.
that. I would say it's more important. It's more to do with the business models that football teams have now.
Yes.
It's nothing to do with. It's like going to church. It's that important. Going to the Hawthorns, going to Ellen Road, going to the Riverside, going wherever. It's that important, and to see it bandied around like it's just another asset for some rich arsehole halfway across the world. It's not conducive. But I don't really know how you do about that. That's capitalism for you, I guess.
It's a big question for another day. If you're going to predict a winner, who is going up? Who's going to win the championship this year?
My guess is Leicester.
Right.
I think Leicester are going to do it this season. They've sold players, but I think they've got a good enough manager, good enough squad. The thing is, though, I was always trying to think about who's the one that's going to surprise us.
There's always one.
It was Coventry sort of last season. Millwall have been in and around a little bit. But you've got teams that didn't go up and compete last season.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Watford, look at Norwich. They're big enough teams with a decent, enough spine of a club. Birmingham City have spent a lot of money. Are they going to have a bit of a go? You don't know. You just don't know. Preston had a good go at the end of the season. But I don't know. I think Leicester's mine. I think Leicester will do it. Who I don't think will do it is Leeds.
All right. Well, I knew that was coming. I mean, how predictable.
Yeah. I mean, am I biased? Am I biased?
Well,
I'm not
can
quite sure.
discuss that tomorrow.
What's your opinion about West Brom's season this season? You've had mine from the inside. What's the outside looking like for West Brom? Have you been to the Hawthorns? You haven't been to the Hawthorns yet, have you?
Never been to the Hawthorns. I mean...
But we will. We will this season, won't we?
Yeah, Christmas Day. No, it's not Christmas Day. It's around then, isn't it?
It's around Christmas. It's 29th, I think.
A festive trip. That's in your hands. Well, I think I totally understand why you've said everything you've said. Carlos Calderon, I agree, is a really fine manager. So, you might just exceed expectations a little bit. I was surprised to hear you being so negative, I'll be honest, about that.
Interesting.
But I think you're right. The days of them being a yo-yo club up and down, and that parachute payment is really, really critical, actually. And I hadn't been aware of the owners looking to get out. They're all very bad signs, in my view, and particularly the small squad idea. The challenges of the Championship, the games are just incessant. They're coming constantly. It's one of my fears about Leeds, actually, about the age of our squad. Certainly key players, so that's going to be a bit of a struggle. So, yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, if you're saying that, odds checker are saying it, who am I to disagree?
I mean, look, there's always the possibility, and this is the thing about football in general, I guess, and it is a bit about the same about the Albion. Have I checked when the playoff final date is? Of course I have. Of course I have. Of course I've checked. Of course I've booked the hotel. No, I haven't really. But I just, this year when I checked the playoff final date, I was like, nah. Last season I was a lot more optimistic, but I don't know. I can't see it. But, and you know, our first month is really tough set of fixtures. We've got you guys at home. We've got Blackburn away. We've got Borough away. I think Preston at some point, maybe not Preston, or Swansea at home. They're tough games. And, you know, if you haven't got a win within the first 6-7 games, your heads start to go. Have you got any leaders in that squad anymore? I'm not particularly sure. But I don't know. Who knows? If there's players there that want to turn up and fight hard for the cause, who knows? But I think there's going to be a few bad results this season. Who knows? We're going to get absolutely tanked by Blackburn. Well, Blackburn, we're about to watch it. We're going to get absolutely tanked. Absolutely.
All right. Well, all the best. Have a
Thanks,
great
you're
great
being
day.
You're being very supportive. I don't think I'm going to return the favour when we talk about Leeds, because I don't really like Leeds, and we'll discuss that in a bit tomorrow for Sunday's game. But have a lovely time in Amsterdam. I'm sure you'll be able to get it on your phone, the match. I'll send you text updates. But me and James and Ken, we're going to sit here with half of Blackburn and watch the game.
Yes.
Have the best time.
Thanks, man. Love you. Bye.
Actually, just one little memory. I was actually in Amsterdam last year for Pride.
Yeah.
With mates, and it was the same day that my first episode of Coronation Street aired. And so I wasn't in the country able to watch it, so I subscribed to ITVX for like £3.99 for the first month or something. And a load of my friends had a barbecue and had a little viewing party, and they FaceTimed me live from the barbecue, watching with a big screen in the garden, watching me walk into the Rovers' return, dressed for the funeral, as I was queuing for the bar in one of the areas of Amsterdam, queuing for pints, one earphone in, watching Coronation Street, FaceTiming the boys. So that was a year ago when I joined Corrie. I'm now out of it, of course, so that didn't last very long.
No, it didn't. But now you're just crying into suspect brownies in Amsterdam at Pride.
Yeah, I'll have to find solace in some tall Dutch person. All right. Well,
on that note, James, go and get the beers in. Let's get a beer in.
100%.
Heineken's, guys. Okay, guys, have a great time.
Take care.
See you soon.
Take care, Steve. All the best.